step inside, take a seat, let's read some sins. Hey boobs, welcome back to my channel. How you doing? I hope you're ready to confess your sins to me. Today we're gonna open the door of Boo Boo's confessional. Sometimes a secret can eat you up alive. Trust me, I know. I used to watch Crime Watch religiously. Believe me, people get away with crimes for like 50, 60 years and then suddenly their conscience eats them and they go to the police and they confess that they did this heinous crime. Anus. So your conscience is a very powerful thing and guilt is horrible. I asked you guys on my Instagram stories to confess your sins to the confessional boo. Get it? I have not read any of these secrets. I was keeping them all a complete surprise so we can read them together. You know, we can get this information fresh. So here are some of your anonymous confessions. Let's repent for your sins, and I'll even share a secret of my own at the end. I'm going to shuffle over to this half of the confessional booth. I'm so excited. Like, I feel like I'm on like my own chat show right now and I'm just gonna be like Jeremy Kyle in your ass. You need to get a DNA test, love. You need to like, don't point your finger at me. You need to get a like, sit down. Okay, let's go. I stole a 2-piece suite and I was so paranoid I'd get into trouble, I didn't go back to the shop for a year. Who hasn't stolen a 2-piece suite? I know the person who wrote this as well, so next time I see them I'm just gonna be like, going out tea leafing, are ya? Going out thieving, you dirty little scrump. I was bisexual and experimented both ways for a few years. I think experimenting is a wonderful thing. Life is way too short to just wake up one day and go, yeah, I'm straight. Life is all a journey and it's all about experimenting. Go on, go and lick that vagina, go and do some pegging, go and have some anal fun. Life is too short not to. Call it, we're already getting into the juicy bits. I had a one-night stand with a friend. I'm married. He is a lot older and a millionaire. Maybe he'll put you in his will? I mean, the cheating I'm not cool with. As someone who has been cheated on many, many times and did cheat on her first boyfriend, so that's my karma. It's not cool. But as my daughter would say, dollar bills, yo. I used to swap classes with my twin sister. Oh my god, there is like a sister episode where they do this. I think Tia takes some really important exams for Tamira. I love sister. I'm waiting for Netflix to get K1nks so I can just not leave my house for another 2 days and binge watch all that. I accidentally once sent a pic of me, a male, in a dress to my grandma. Interesting convo. I don't know what my grandma would say if I was in that situation. She would not be impressed. We're quite close now. But when I was a teenager, she had an opinion on everything. When I went round hers with my belly button pierced, just don't get any more. Don't get one in your face. They look ugly. They look ugly. It was the same thing when I took Ben round there and she saw his green locks and his tattoos and his piercings. She was disgusted. And then she found out he worked for the Queen and now she's like, oh, how are you, Benjamin? Like, she said, my nana, bless her soul, is Hyacinth Bouquet. I think this is why I love Keeping Up Appearances so much, because she is my nana and she's exactly what I'm gonna be like when I'm old. I've told Ben he's gonna be Richard, I'm gonna be Hyacinth. Mind the cyclist, dear. That is his future. And I'm not even sorry about it. I'm in an open relationship and found out I may be polyamorous. For some reason I struggle to read that word. As I've fallen in love with both. I fully believe that you can fall in love with more than one person. I mean, hello, Ben, Chris Motionless. That's the same amount of love. Good for you. The world needs more love. As long as all of you are happy, you all consent, and you're all just, you know, I don't know, you're all happy, then go for it. I like pineapple on pizza. Some people just want to see the world burn. I use a face mask to hide facial hair. I'm trans. I mean, I use a face mask to hide my moustache and my beard on the school run every single day. I'd have PCOS, so I have like a Brian Blessed beard if I don't shave it every day. I feel ya. I feel ya. I ate my stepdaughter. You ate your stepdaughter? I ate my stepdaughter's Easter bunny, then said I didn't know where it was. Oh my god. I do this all the time. When Violet goes out with my mom, she'll come back with like wads of chocolate. And it's always those Kinder bars. And they're the best freaking chocolate ever. And they'll always go missing from her bag. And she's like, Mum, where are my chocolates? I can be sat there eating one and I'll go, I don't know. I always eat my kids' chocolate. She eats she does it to me, though. It's a two-way street. We share food in this house. I hate being single because I'm very affectionate, but relationships terrify me now. I love being single because I hate affection. Ben touches me, I'm like, ugh, don't touch me. I mean, I don't know why relationships terrify you. Maybe just from going off what you said, maybe some counselling or some therapy or something to, I don't know, help you talk you through what terrifies you. I'm so shit at advice. When I was 10, I put one of those do not eat sachets in my sister's drink. You could have killed your sister! Aren't they like freaking poison? Murder in the making. You're gonna kill someone one day and this is what they're gonna use to describe you in the local newspaper. You're gonna be the silica gel killer. The silica killer. Mate, I know you were 10. Literally has in big letters. Do not eat. Poison. Hazardous. There was a couple having sex on a park bench and I didn't notice until I was walking past them. Did you politely ask to join in? I mean, to be fair, I would have walked past and gone, get in there, lad! Or just gone to the shop and got some popcorn and sat opposite them and be like, this is the best porn ever. When I was in elementary school, my friends would call me Kitty and I meow for them. That's so sweet. When I was in high school, I found a dead bird on the floor and I looked at it for like a second because it's nature and I'm interested in literally walk past and look at it, carry on walking. Because I was the school goth, a rumour got spread around school that I was trying to eat this freaking crow that was on the floor. What? I was a vegetarian! It was a dead bird! I was looking at it! Every time my stepdad would be mean to me, I would not wear my belt in the car. Yeah, that's good revenge! Death! You've been mean to me, I'll just die to teach you a lesson. Jeez. Some of you kids are crazy! I have a secret sort of kink, like not full-blown, just domination type. I have a friend who's into this. I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know, I feel like that's a little bit too close to home for me. But it's consensual. You do you, babe. My little toenails are so small and pointless that I rip them off and paint pretend ones on. That's amazing. I mean, I would totally do the same. Like, my brother has no big toenails because he had ingrown toenails when he was a kid and he had to have them removed. And I always say to him, like, why don't you paint them? Like, I don't know, paint little like slug faces on them or something. That's exactly what I would do. When my stepdad would piss me off, I would take money from his wallet because he would never count it. Same. Stepdad and my mom used to have a piggy bank in their bedroom and my mom would never give me credit for my phone. This is before everybody had a contract phone. You used to have to get top-up cards. I remember top-up cards. And my mom would never give me any money for a top-up card and I needed to phone my boyfriend because I was a teenager and my whole life revolved around that creep. And oh my god, I used to steal money off my stepdad all the time. All the time. I mean, he turned out to be a prick, so he deserved it. uTorrent. Also given a job in a packed club in full view of everyone. That probably isn't a sin. Is it a sin? I think it's classed as like premarital sex, isn't it? So that is a sin. But, sorry, I love that. I'm just telling you all my secrets. So I did have what could be classed as an orgy once. So I think if I'm going to hell for anything, it's probably going to be that. Me and my boyfriend effed in a movie theatre thinking we were the only ones in there. Mate, I get well angry if people are talking in the cinema. The cinema is my happy place. It's my home. I like to say, oh my god, I don't care how much cinema popcorn is. I have to get one. I don't care how stale it is. Yoo-hoo, Cineworld. I have to get one. And I have to get a big old Pepsi. And if you make a noise in the cinema, I will be going, shh, shut up! Don't you be shagging next to me when I'm trying to watch Tom and Jerry. I met Superman in a pub once and he was a class A. Henry Cavill is a knob. I got so many celebrity stories of them being dicks. My biggest one, my first celebrity encounter with an arsehole is, if you're outside the UK, you might not know of Dick and Dom. So when I was like 8, 9, Dom was at Fram Gala, like in Framlingham, where Ed Sheeran is from. And I went, like a nice little day out with my family, and he was signing autographs, and I gave him my little piece of paper, and I was so excited. And he was like, what name do you want on it? Well, not that aggressive. What name do you want on it? And I was like, Emily. It's like, oh, there you go, thank you. And it was like, I just want to rip this up now. And I never watched Dick and Dom in the Bungalow ever again. My type of guys is hulky, masked men that barely / don't talk and are probably monsters, lol. That's funny, because my type are tall, slim, jawline. I've got a thing for jawlines at the minute. Oh, tattooed men that don't want me. I'm still in love with my ex, and I've been with my current boyfriend for over 10 years. This definitely isn't me, before anyone's like, oh, this sounds familiar. That's quite sad. A lot of people will probably disagree with me here, but in this situation, if you were my friend and you came to me and said this, I would say follow your heart. I've got questions now. I feel like I need answers to this. Are you happy with your current boyfriend? I'm a lover. I love, and in this situation I would say follow your heart. But most important, do what makes you happy. I want a threesome with my husband and our mutual friend. Is your husband up for this? So I keep saying to Ben, let's have a threesome. Let's have gangbang. Let's go have an orgy. And he's like, no. He's so innocent, but he's not that innocent. He comes across so shy and innocent, but he really isn't. But yeah, I think once you have a threesome, it changes your relationship. If everyone's consensual, go for it. It can be a great laugh. If you have the slightest bit of jealousy or insecurity in yourself and your relationship, then don't do it, because it's doomed to fail. I've never had sex with a female yet, and I'm bisexual. That's fine, baby, that's fine. I always thought I was bi. I think I'm more pan now. Pan. I don't really care what you have in your pants. If I like you, I like you. I've never had sex with a biological female. I've done stuff with girls. I used to have kind of this girlfriend, but we were really young, so we never actually had sex. But we did a lot of stuff together. But I've always wanted to shag a woman. So if there's any sexy vagina havers out there, and you're heavily tattooed, I don't care what you look like, if you're heavily tattooed, hit me up, babe, hit me up. I'm trans. I know people would support me if I came out, but I just can't do it. That's absolutely fine. Nobody says that you have to wake up one day and tell the whole world that you are trans. It's a very personal thing, but there is never a time limit for anything. You do what's right for you, and that may be never. Some people never tell the world who they are. That I find that heartbreaking. That I do. When people are married for like 80 years and on their deathbed they come out as gay, I'm like, oh baby, that makes me sad. Like, you missed out on, like, Philip Schofield broke my heart. Everyone was like, oh, his poor wife. Yeah, his poor wife, but he's not lived his life for 50 something years. And oh, do you know what, do you? It's your life. Nobody can force you to tell the world who you are. And it's fantastic that you said you have support. I'm so happy to hear that. Just do you, my dear. I've masturbated over my ex before. Mate, I've masturbated over strangers. At least yours is someone you know. I love walking around my house without any clothes, especially in summer. So I walk around my house usually in just my pants, because I love to free boob it. When I put weight on, my boobs get bigger. They just get so much under sweat. So me and my daughter, she's 7, we always walk around the house in just our pants all the time. If you ever knock on my house, this is why it takes me so long to get to the door, because I'm like, ugh, gotta put trousers on. I think it inspires body positivity as well. I've learned to like just not give it by just walking around my house with no clothes on. I wear pants though, just because I don't want people to sit on my sofa after my sweaty fanny's been sat on it. My sis and I are wrecking my ex's wedding. Why are you doing that? I used to be so big on like revenge. Like, oh my god, the shit I did to my ex after we split up. I left him homeless. He went to live with my mum and then stole from her. Never said that on camera. There you go. I did so much petty stuff to him. And what did I get out of it? Okay, I got a funny story out of it. I got nothing. I didn't get any satisfaction from that revenge. I'll tell you what I did get satisfaction from. Moving on. It's so cheesy. Like, success is the best revenge. My God, it is. He can look at me now and I am in a healthy relationship. My brain is in the best place it's been for years and they've got nothing. They get to look at this and see that's what I missed out on. Trust me, success is the best revenge because they can look at, if you stoop down to their level and do all that revenge, they're just gonna be like, see, I told you they were psycho. This is why we broke up. I told you they were a nut job. Trust me, I had it. But now they can't say that because I have lived my life and believe me, this is the best revenge. I once caught my 20-year-old ex-boyfriend sexting my 15-year-old sister's best friend. Hello, police? Yeah, I'd like to report a crime, please. That's disgusting. Why is it when you're like 15, you think you're so, like, I did this too, you think you're so cool hanging around with like 18-year-old guys, 20-year-old guys. Oh my God, when I was 14, I got in a relationship with a 23-year-old. And at the time, I thought I was so cool. I lost my virginity at 14 to a 23-year-old. And I thought, oh my God, I'm so freaking cool. No, bitch, you were groomed. There is a difference. What is it with 20-something-year-old men that want to go after kids? I'm a cat person. You make me sick. I work with children and the amount of DILFs and MILFs, yikes. This is so funny because I look like two different people on the school run. I either look like this if I've been filming like or I look completely homeless doing the school run in no makeup, no pretty hair, in my pajamas, frequently with my breakfast down it, and I look a freaking mess. And I always feel like my daughter's teachers think I am two different people. Do they think that I have like a hot sister and then it's just the ugly sister that turns up to do the school run sometimes? If I see anyone like I pee in the shower, not a secret, anyone who says they don't is lying. Thumbs up this video if you pee in the shower. I pee in the shower, saves water. I ain't getting out with my ass all wet to sit on the toilet seat, make that all wet. To have a piss, to get cold, to get back in the shower, to then forget that I had a pee and the toilet seat is all wet, get out, dry myself, sit back on the toilet to have another wee and get my ass all wet again. No, pee in the shower, saves water, saves time, saves energy, saves the planet. My boyfriend left me for my best friend and then he cheated on her with me. We're still together. Why are you still together? Why are you still together with a cheating slag? I hope you've got trust. That's all I can say. My ex cheated on me with my brother, so I his. I mean, as funny as that is, your brother still betrayed your trust. See, Emily's got to bring it down. Emily's got to make it realistic. I consider myself goth, but don't listen to any stereotypical goth bands. You can consider yourself whatever you like. I consider myself a trash bag. Yet Ben tells me every day, you're not a bag of trash. I'm like, but I consider myself a trash bag. Consider yourself whatever you want. Some people love labels, some people hate labels. It doesn't matter. We need to stop gatekeeping and let people express themselves however they want. Yes, it was amazing in the 80s, apparently, when goth was goth. But hey, guess what? World changes. People evolve. Let people have fun and do what they want to express themselves. My boyfriend was my punter. He paid hundreds to give me amazing orgasms till I let him do me for free. I mean, I'd still make him pay. Why'd you give up that money, 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 money? Money! When I was 5/6, I used to hide in corners, turn the photos away from me, and poo. Toilet fear. Oh, you poor thing. Well, I always take my phone with me to the toilet. I need my phone. I think it's part of the ADHD I think I have. I just can't be without my phone. I need to be doing something, and I always cover up the camera on my phone or my laptop. If I take my laptop because I'm watching a show and I need a shiz, I'll take my laptop, but I will always cover up my camera because I'm so scared people are just gonna tune in just to watch me poo. I once gave my boyfriend a in the back of a van my dad was driving. That's just weird. I'm scared of beans. What kind of beans? Like Mr. Bean? Baked beans? Runner beans? I have questions. My partner doesn't know about how much money I have saved. It's your money. It's your business. I haven't sinned yet, but I really want to make a sex tape at some point. I don't think that's a sin. I really want to make a sex tape too. I did kind of make one with someone I was with quite a few years ago. I actually don't know where that footage is. I don't know what happened to that. So Pornhub, if it's on there, I want my cut. But I know if I made one, I would be so critical of it. Like, I am so critical of these videos that I do, and I sit down and I edit them and I'm just like, oh, I look so gross. If I'm watching like my belly rolls rolling about and a dick pumping me, I'm just gonna be like, ugh, it's not a great angle, is it? If I'd have tilted the camera that way, would have made the balls look bigger. Like, this is what I would do. I should be a porn director. New career path, Emily directs porn. Oh my god, I'd be so good. I have a blood kink. Do you know what? Sorry, serial killer in me gonna come out now. I did the whole blood drinking thing when I was like 14, 15 with my best friend at the time. Yeah, come on, most of us did it. Like, oh, blood brothers. And we drank each other's blood and we were connected forever, and then we fell out and then we didn't talk for like 10 years. I never really thought about blood being a sexual thing. Like, I can't even have sex on my period. It makes me so uncomfortable. But maybe it's just because it's motionless and white, but I watched the thoughts and prayers video, and there's a bit at the end. It's like the one before. I see, I'm so specific because it's added to my wank bank. There's a bit towards the end where it's like, you know what, I might just put the clip here. Chris is like covered in blood, and he does this, puts his chin up, and you can see his sexy jawline. Only like a second long, and when I first saw it I was like, welcome to Boner Town, population 1. So maybe I have a blood fetish, but then blood just doesn't do anything for me. It was just him covered in blood showing me his jawline that I was just like, oh, I want me some of that. Yesterday I smoked my first cigarette without any of my parents knowing. I'm still a teen. Smoking cigarettes is a waste of money. Like, you literally don't get anything out of it other than an addiction. Don't start that, bro. I used to smoke, fun fact. When I was on my downward spiral, I did used to smoke a lot. My mum thinks I'm still a virgin, I'm guessing it is. Sorry, this whole video has turned into like your confessions / Emily story times. So when I was, again on my downward spiral, I got in a massive argument with my mom when I was 14, and mum's shouting at me going, oh, your daddy's going out and sleeping with people. And do you know what? We were arguing backwards and forths, and I didn't respond to that because at the time I was a virgin, and I would rather my mum thought I was out there sleeping around than think I was a 14-year-old virgin. Now I'm like, I should bloody hope I was a 14-year-old virgin. But honestly, I was so out of control, but that stuck with me forever, that I would rather my mum thought I was a slag than think I was a virgin. Mate, there is absolutely nothing wrong with being a virgin. I wish... Oh, you're not one, are you? My mum thinks I'm still... I mean, technically it's your own business, depending on age. It's your own business. I think when you're ready to lose your virginity, then that is your business and that is private. But yeah, I was like 14. I was way too young. But that's a story for another day. I did a poo on my best friend's bathroom floor. Well, I hope you bloody clean that up. Literally. Okay, we'll do one more. I faked an accent at my job. I mean, you're talking to the accent queen here, mate. For some reason, accents come out in my daily life. I think I'm just so miserable with a Suffolk accent. I even if I think like, okay, do an American accent, I can't do it, but I'll just be chatting and be like, and then one day, and it will just come out. I don't know why. Accents are more fun. Makes me think I'm important. I don't know, I just love them. So I'm going to shuffle back in the middle. And it's only fair that, even though I've just told you loads of secrets, it's only fair that I confess one of my sins to you, since you guys confessed to me. So here we go. The first thing I thought of, I mean, I've got shitloads of secrets, mate. I can do loads of these videos. But the first thing I thought of when I thought, like, okay, confess my secrets, was my dog. My dog I had when I was growing up. She was a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. She was black, white tummy, white feet, oh, she was so beautiful. Like, I love staffies. We had lino on the floor in our kitchen, and me and my friend were going out to a little under 18s club. It must have been like 12, 13, so I was really young, and I was still a good girl at this point. Like, the drink and drugs hadn't got to me yet. So I I had my little denim jacket on, and my mum gave me some money so I could buy a little Fanta at the club. I put £1 in my little denim jacket pocket, and it fell out, it rolled under the fridge. Now I'm going to hell for this. And I pulled the fridge out to try, with my friends, to try and get this £1 out. It ripped all the floor up, but we didn't realise until we had the fridge out and the lino was all ripped. So I got my £1, I pushed the fridge back, hoping that the floor would go back flat and you wouldn't notice that it had been ripped. That didn't work. So the floor was very obviously ripped. My mum comes downstairs raging, "What happened to the floor?" And there's me and my friend, and I just went, "Oh, the dogs did it." And my dog, to this day, got blamed for ripping the floor up. I am so sorry, Freya. Oh my god, I took massive care of that dog, and I apologised to her so much, and I gave her... See, the dog wouldn't get told off. My mum loved the dog more than me. The dog don't get told off, but I get told off. So the dog just, like, nothing happened to her. But I would have got in so much trouble. I was only like 12, and yeah... So that's what I'm going to hell for getting the dog in trouble for something that I did. That's my sin. That's going to be me in hell with all the murderers and that. So what are you doing down here? Blamed the ripped floor on the dog, didn't I? I've got loads more, so I'm sure the next time I do one of these, I'll think of another secret to tell you, just to cement my place in hell. I hope getting these secrets off your chest helped in some way. It feels good feels like a weight has been lifted when you get something off your chest and you just get it out and you just release it. Release it! I'm glad the whole world knows that I blamed the floor on my dog. I wouldn't do it now. Now I'd be like, yeah, I did it. No, I ain't gonna buy you a new floor. Should have put better floor down in the first place, shouldn't you? Thank you so much for watching. Keep an eye on my Instagram stories because I will be posting up when I'm doing more of these. And I hope that you enjoyed your time in the confessional booth. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you very soon with another video. Much love, boobs. Take care of yourself. And most of all, stay weird.